Have you ever just sat down and thought about all the work, all the tasks, and all the jobs you have to complete in such a short period of time? Do you ever get so frustrated about all of it and feel like your head is going to explode, or like you want to cry, or can't even sleep at night because of all of it? Let's say you have 4 hours worth of homework due tomorrow. You have to make sure your little brother gets home from school, you have to go to school, then go to work, clean the house, but then, oh, don't forget, you and your boyfriend just got in a big fight. Feel overloaded yet? This is what they call stress. Stress is very common all throughout life. Today I'll inform you what stress is and what causes it, what it does to your body, and how to overcome it and ways to cope. According to the definition found in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, stress is a physical, chemical, or emotional factor that causes bodily or mental tension and or something that causes strong feelings of worry or anxiety. Also, according to an International Stress Management Association, stress is perceived in the mind, suffered in the human spirit, experienced via the emotions, expressed in behavior, and held in the body. If you were to ask a group of people to define stress, what causes it, or how it affects them, you would get multiple answers. Stress can be completely different for many people. It can be minor to make them feel worried or anxious, or it can be major to make them feel completely overloaded to where you feel like you can't find a way out of how to complete everything you need to do. Stress in teens is very common. From experience of me being a high school senior with a job while taking college courses, I know what it's like to feel stressed. Sometimes it comes to a point where you are exhausted, forgetful, and overwhelmed. Many things can cause stress on a person, but some of the top stressors can include not having enough time, being unhealthy, academic problems, work problems, death of someone close, moving, marriage, divorce, loneliness, or financial problems. Stress can not only cause problems mentally, but can physically damage your body. When people are feeling stressed, they don't realize the actual damage it is doing to your body. Stress affects your body physically, emotionally, and cognitively when a person continues to face stressful challenges without relief or relaxation. This is what they call distress. Stress and distress can cause minor short-term damages such as heartburn, breakouts, headaches, upset stomach, elevated blood pressure, and problems sleeping. Having high stress can cause tension on your body, and you can be faced with long-term damages to your body. Stress can increase the risk of chronic disease. Research done from the Pennsylvania State University says that those who get more stressed out by the obstacles of everyday life are more likely to develop chronic health problems like heart disease or arthritis. High stress can also increase your risk of heart attack, and according to research done by the Columbia University Medical Center, those who are constantly feeling stressed or anxious are 27% more likely to have a heart attack as opposed to someone who is consistently calm and not stressed. Stress can also lead to having a weak immune system, which can cause you to catch viruses or not be able to fight viruses as well. Stress can lead and be linked to depression-like behavior because the U.S. National Institute on Mental Health did an experiment that people develop depression-like symptoms when exposed to prolonged periods of stress. The effects that stress have on your body, mentally and physically, can be crucial and can cause problems not only short-term but long-term as well. Dealing with the effects that stress has on your body, it is important to know helpful ways to cope with stress. As you know, stress is common but also can be damaging to your body. When dealing with the stress, it is important to know the ways to cope and overcome the stress. Some common ways to quickly deal with stress are to do deep breathing, to exercise, plan ahead, find a happy place, or you can even use a stress ball to release stress fast. When looking for a long-term coping method, it is important to find the main focus on what is initially causing the stress. You need to look into your habits, attitude, and excuses on why the stress subject is bothering you. There are unhealthy as well as healthy ways of coping with stress. Some unhealthy ways of coping with stress can include smoking, drinking, overeating or undereating, using pills or drugs, sleeping too much, procrastination, or withdrawal from friends or family. According to an article on healthguide.org, it is important to know the healthy ways of coping with stress, but it can require change. They say that it is helpful to remember the 4 A's: avoid the stressor, adapt to the stressor, alter the stressor, and accept the stressor. When trying to cope and manage stress in a healthy way, be sure to make time for fun and relaxation. Stress is extremely common in many people all throughout life, but knowing what to find stress It will be easier for you to know when you're feeling stressed, to know the effects it has on your body, and the healthy ways to cope and manage stress. Always remember to stay positive and relaxed. Stop it. It's probably still not long enough.